couple of months ago, I walked into an eye doctor's office with my son for the very first time. We had been referred there by another doctor who felt that my son's eyes needed to be checked. When I walked in, I was feeling uncertain and a little nervous, and I was already on edge from the traffic that was happening all around us. That's when I spotted a small sign at the front, near the front desk, that said, "Check in at kiosk or at front desk." I decided that, because I was new, that I would much rather check in at the front desk because I wanted that friendly face to help walk me through the process. At least, that's what I hoped. The front desk person was not amused when I walked up. She said, "It'll be much easier if you check in at the kiosk." Well, when I turned around to look at the kiosk, I saw a staff member helping another person through it. And that's when I thought, oh no, this can't be good. I went back and forth with the front desk lady for a little bit before I finally relented. And I walked, defeated, over to the kiosk waiting area. My son looked at me with desperate eyes. "Please, just check in with the kiosk." We finally got to the kiosk, and it was as bad as I expected. The interface was hard to use. I didn't know where to put my finger. I didn't know what was happening, and I stumbled through the entire experience. But once I was done, right? And then I could go and sit down and forget about the whole thing. Except I couldn't. 10 minutes later, a lady walked up to me, pink Post-it note in her hand, and said, "Ms. Brummer, you didn't check in your son correctly. You had him under a different name than we have in our system. You have to do the whole thing over again." I looked at her and I looked at that kiosk and I thought, oh my goodness, I feel so stupid. And I just wanted to run away right there. When we create technology or make changes to a system, we usually do so with the best of intentions. The thing is, though, when we're making those kinds of changes, we need to think about the entire experience of the people. And then also, what is the context that they're thinking of? So in the case of the doctor's office, for me, I'm a new patient. I'm unfamiliar. What is there to help reassure me? User experience refers to the entire experience a human has with your product, your service, software, or even a website. In fact, looking at the doctor's office, it started from the moment I picked up the phone to make an appointment and went all the way through until I drove out of the parking garage. Every step of the way, that doctor's office had a choice as to what my experience would be. When we think about a user experience designer, we typically think that they're just designing the digital experience. But we have an opportunity to design the entire experience, from soup to nuts. It's the user experience designer's job to understand the people who are going to be using those services so that they can take into account the frustrations and the motivations and the goals and design a solution that meets those underlying needs. The eye doctor's office may not have considered the mindset of the people who will be walking in for the first time and confronted with the choice of front desk or kiosk. Or they may have neglected to train their front desk staff to respond in a kind and considerate way. And I can almost be assured that they didn't have a UX designer design that kiosk interface. Oof. So UX is all about people. It's about how humans interact with your services, products, software, and websites. How can you make the human experience better?